Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Wellness with Noura, where we embrace the beauty of our busy lives by making wellness our priority. I'm your host Noura, a second-year naturopathic medical student, and I'm so excited to share this beautiful journey with you. In each episode, we'll explore habits that nurture our mind, body, and soul to help us take charge of our health through self-love inspired by Islam. No matter how busy you are, with Allah's help and our little bits of self-care throughout the day, we can live a life full of peace and joy, inshallah. So take a deep breath, get comfy, and join me as we work together towards a life full of balance, peace, and self-love. Welcome to Wellness with Noura. Hello, and welcome back to another episode. Today, our topic is self-image. What does self-image mean to you? Our self-image is the way we see and perceive ourselves, both mentally and physically. Our mental self-image is made up of our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes about ourselves, while our physical self-image is based on our appearance and how we present ourselves to others. These two aspects of our self-image are closely intertwined, and how we feel about ourselves mentally can often reflect in how we feel about ourselves physically. So let's say the affirmations of the day. Today I have a few. I am beautiful in my skin. I'm beautiful without makeup. I love myself unconditionally. I give myself the self-love and affirmations that I'd love to hear. Now let's get started. Mental self-image. When we have a negative self-image, we may struggle with self-doubt, low confidence, and negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is when we criticize ourselves and judge ourselves very harshly, and that can often fuel these feelings. This can lead into a cycle of negative thinking and feelings, which can eventually lower our self-esteem. In contrast, if we have a positive self-image, it can boost our confidence and help us feel more assured and capable. This involves incorporating positive thoughts, recognizing our strengths and accomplishments, and adding in positive affirmations daily. Similarly, when we have a negative physical self-image, we may feel self-conscious and insecure about our appearance. This can lead to feelings of shame and embarrassment, and we may even avoid social situations that make us feel exposed or vulnerable. Our physical self-image is influenced by today's unrealistic societal standards, or simply comparing ourselves to others. On the other hand, having a positive physical self-image can help us feel more comfortable and confident in our own skin, and lead to even more positive interactions and experiences. Islam encourages women to be confident in their own bodies and skin by covering up their beauty, and encourages minimizing beautification through makeup to help us on this self-love journey. It's a lovely way to protect our body and feel beautiful inside our bodies without having to share it with the world. SubhanAllah, Allah took away the need to prove ourselves to the world in a world that objectifies women. We're more than a beautiful body, and that beauty is diverse in all aspects of our mental, physical, and spiritual being. Even I struggle sometimes to go outside without concealer or tinted lip balm. And why is that? Because a lot of the time, society makes us feel the need to always have something on our faces, to always feel the need to be perfect. When we're bombarded with beauty standards and constantly changing trends every month, we start to base our beauty and even self-worth on random standards that society keeps manipulating. But beauty is not a look. It's a feeling. It's confidence and self-love in our own skin and bodies. It's not caring what anyone else thinks about us. It's much easier said than done, but it takes time and effort to get to that internal peace and confidence without needing affirmations from those around us. Our bodies are constantly changing throughout the month because of the hormonal changes. Our cycles change our stomach, our moods, and that's okay. Some women are mothers who go through difficult yet impressive body changes, and we never talk about the struggles of dealing with those body changes and challenges with our self-image. For example, delivering a baby widens a woman's pelvic bones permanently. SubhanAllah, it's a miracle. Yet society makes a mother feel like she has to bounce back as fast as she can after delivering a baby. But it takes time. Just like it took 9 months to grow your body, it can take up to the same time, 9 months or even longer, for your body to feel similar to how it was in the beginning. And it doesn't have to feel exactly the same because you're not exactly the same. You're a mother and you've delivered a whole human, which is incredible. Now, to get into some practical things that we can do to help us increase that positive self-image, both mental and physical. Practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and compassion that you would offer to a friend. For example, sometimes when we wake up and we look like a person who just woke up, not really put together, and you look at yourself in the mirror, and then you start telling yourself negative things. Would you say that to your friend if they just woke up? Or would you think to yourself, they just woke up? That's how a person should look like when they wake up, and that's normal. We don't always have to feel the need to be beautiful all the time. Another thing we can do is challenging trending beauty standards and never compromising our authenticity. For example, a lot of beauty trends don't follow the modesty guidelines of Islam. And as a Muslim woman, I'm just going to skip on those trends. I don't need to follow all those trends to feel beautiful. I can feel beautiful in my hijab just the way I am. Next is challenging negative self-talk. Notice when you're engaging in negative self-talk, such as, oh, I'm not good enough, or I don't even know what I'm doing, or I'll never be able to do this. Once you start recognizing those negative self-thoughts, you'll notice that you're thinking like that subconsciously every day, many times a day, and it's impacting your mental health dramatically. So once you catch that negative thought, pause and think to yourself, would I say that to my daughter? Would I say that to my sister? Or a best friend? You probably wouldn't say that to them. So don't say it to yourself too. Lastly, setting achievable goals. Set realistic goals for yourself and work towards them. Achieving small goals can help us boost our confidence and self-esteem. I personally like to write a to-do list every morning, most days, and check it off as I go. It makes me feel good when I'm productive and I'm actually checking off things that I wanted to get done. And I don't always get through the list every day, but at least I make progress. Before we end, I'm going to leave you with an activity that you can do with yourself. Make a list of your achievements and things that you admire about yourself. It might be hard at first just because we're not used to thinking positively about ourselves because it might come off as bragging. But there's a difference between confidence and bragging. So get ready and write those beautiful accomplishments. It can be, for example, I'm an empathetic friend, or I gave a great presentation today, or I got a lot of groceries and unloaded them as soon as I got home. It can be the simplest thing. Just write down your accomplishments, things that you did today, or even things that you've done throughout your entire life, and see how that makes you feel. Inshallah, it makes you feel confident, beautiful, and happy. But remember, our worth is not based on our achievements. It's based on the people who we are on the inside, like being kind and loving people. Our self-image and self-esteem plays an important role in how we feel every day. It shapes our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and it can even influence our relationships and career and overall well-being. Having a positive self-image and self-esteem means having a healthy and realistic sense of self-worth and confidence in our abilities, qualities, and potential. It means accepting and loving ourselves for who we are, flaws and all, and treating ourselves with kindness and compassion. Developing a positive self-image is not always easy, but it is possible with patience and practice. It's important to recognize that our self-image is not fixed and can be changed over time. But by identifying and challenging those negative thoughts and beliefs every single day, using the practical things that we talked about, like practicing positive self-talk and focusing on our accomplishments, we can begin to shift towards a more positive self-image. Similarly, by taking care of our physical health and appearance, practicing self-care, and avoiding comparison to others, we can work towards a more positive physical self-image. And remember, by taking care of our wellness, we are taking care of the amana that Allah gave us, our minds, bodies, and souls. I hope these tips are helpful, and inshallah, once you start implementing these practices of positive self-talk, you'll feel a difference. And I'd love to hear your experience in the comments. Thank you so much for spending the time with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.